Hey everybody, it's Danny Griffin with another Monday Mojo brought to you by freethinkingtools.com. Life is a lively process of becoming. That comes from Douglas MacArthur. So you have the pen in your hands and you want to write the script. You want it to go down chapter by chapter just the way you say. You'll script yourself as the hero and always defeat all the villains. Sure, you might include some epic battles, but you'll always win. Each chapter begins and ends with you holding a big grin, completely satisfied with yourself and the way it all turned out. Sounds like some pretty good fiction, huh? Well, it's actually very important to write it this way. It's also important to understand the role that this type of story plays in your life. When you write any type of story for yourself, the subconscious mind is activated and immediately goes in search of the resources it will need to fulfill the outcome you're seeking. Yet the reality of the story is that life is full of seemingly unscripted twists and turns and constantly challenges the original screenplay, calling for constant editing. Recently, I've had several friends that lost loved ones, most way too early. If you ask any of the people left behind, they would all say that the way they had it written was violated. Because why would anybody in the pursuit of personal pleasure ever build complete chapters built around pain? Even in Hollywood, it's tough to write an end to a good character because the loss of a key player can leave the whole show in shambles. But hold on for just 1 minute. Before we cancel the whole book and fall into despair, perhaps we should consider what's really taking place when major change or challenge occurs. After all, how many great writers really took one shot at it and produced a masterpiece? Many of the greats, such as Ernest Hemingway, were known to be obsessive about editing and rewriting. So, if we swallow a dose of reality, why would we expect to be any different? So you see, when the movie of our life is thrown off script, why not embrace it? Rather than attack every twist and turn and force it back on course, why not consider the new venue, the different perspective? The original scenes that we wrote were based on who we were and what we knew at that point. But over time, our horizon broadens. We learn more, and what was once disconnected may now seem to make perfect sense. So, what's the point? Who we are determines how we write. If everything were to remain the same, then we could suppose a steady and certain outcome, but how boring a play that would be. The most exciting movies we see in the theater are those with the twists and the turns that we never even expected. Rather than sit there passively, we inch forward on the edge of our seats and we use all of our skills of deduction to anticipate what's next. We're sharp, alert, and at our best with the brain on full alert. So, consider your own script as a living, ever-changing story. Not only should you embrace the process, but also allow other characters in your book to enjoy their process too. You might just be scripting a bestseller if you just let it happen. Hey, I'm Danny Griffin with another Monday Motivation brought to you by freethinkingtools.com. Reminding you, please think and thrive. If you like these, give them a thumbs up or tweet them along. But I always look forward to your comments and your thoughts so that I can reply personally. I'll see you next week on Monday Mojo.